make us who we are. So I'll dream until I make it real, and all I see is stars.
Welcome, Cancer, to Channel Future Tarot. Today we're going to do your love reading from the 5th to the 12th. This will be for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Cancer. Please take the messages that resonate with you, claim them for yourself. Toss the universe what does not. It's not meant for you, and that's okay. Check out your other Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. The videos will correspond with that to get some more intuitive guidance if you don't find it here. Remember, time and energy is fluid, so whenever you're directed to the reading is the right time for you. That being said, I am going to use the same bowl here. As I do so, I ask you to take that deep breath in. Exhale whenever you feel so inclined to do so. It's going to help balance your energy, set your intentions, prepare for the messages of the reading, and open yourself up. So if you're new or returning to the channel, welcome. So happy to have all of you. Thank you so much for your likes, shares, and subscriptions. It means so much to me to see the channel growing. So without further ado, Cancer, let's get started. Peace, love, health, and wealth. All right, coming into your meditation, Cancer, I did draw the Celtic cross out here for you, as well as some oracle messages. We're going to jump into the oracle at the end. Right now, we are going to jump into the situation. I feel like, Cancer, when I was meditating, there was a huge sense of trying to walk away from something, but being resistant, keep going back and forth. That energy of pulling and so this could be twin flame energy that I'm reading for at this time. Also, I feel like there is a perception here of somebody's perception is off about some situation, and it is causing reoccurring issues for some. Now, let's take a look at the situation. We got the 8 of Gems, perfectionism coming out. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. This is that need to be right sometimes, whether it's you, Cancer, or somebody else, but we all have that innate energy, to want to be right, to want to be heard. I feel like this is that energy where someone is very pushing their opinion or their sort of need to be right, or they need to do things a certain way on you at this time, Cancer. This can become a little bit resistant for you, especially if this is something you are morally compromised with. And if that has those issues for you, they are always going to have that issue of being resistant to this. It might not be in terms of perfectionism, it might just be because you don't agree with the way this is about to go down. But for some of you, I feel like you can and will create a great relationship with this energy. You could even improve an existing one here if you could focus solely on the task at hand and avoid any of that perfectionism, that need to be right or wrong here. I feel like you can find true love when you see that if you focus on the not so much the end result, just the things at the end, one task at a time to get through this healing journey together. I feel like an imbalance of resources or achievement could cause some problems in this relationship here. But if someone is being overly critical, is kind of withholding praise, lets fear, mistrust, or control stand in the way of this relationship, I feel like this is a sign. And if it's been happening for some time, then I feel like you do need to just finally go and find a better relationship that's more suitable for you, someone on the same path as you, willing to put in the same demands. You have the 7 of Pentacles coming out here in reverse. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn again, so you're going from the 7 to the 8, or the 8 to the 7 here. This is they're both in reverse. Oopsies. So this is telling me that Cancer, in some degree, there's a real sense of giving too much here. You've been putting too much in, and you're losing faith in this cycle, this relationship. You're not seeing the longevity, the path ahead so much. I feel like this is the moment in time will give you some sort of divine interlude on what's to come next. I feel like if you're feeling really frustrated, Cancer, that lack of progress, remember that, the giant dreams and romance, and rekindling that romance or rebuilding trust, it's not built today, all in a day. It takes time and longevity. Wounds take time, and there is no right or wrong amount of time to be healing this. I feel like your life can and will get headed on the right direction once you stop that resistance here. I feel like take that moment, reflect on the things that have been happening, but don't give it too much, don't let the frustration just linger there. Obstacles coming in, the 6 of Rose is your victory. It is in your obstacles, because that's why it's in reverse, is because your victory is become your obstacle at this time. You are so dead set on your victory that the obstacle just keeps surmounting, because I feel like the way you need or want, somebody wants a situation to work so bad that they're really ignoring signs after signs, red flags after red flags for some of you. You may not get what you want or need to happen right now with this energy. So a setback's going to occur here in this, race to the victory here. But I feel like contemplating those past losses, the past issues over and over and over, will only help you prepare for the future challenge and the inevitable walking away. So I feel like someone is using flattery or manipulation here, and I feel like to win your favor here. So beware of the phonies, Cancer, is what I'm trying to say. And I feel like if you're feeling overly dependent on this energy, I feel like they're making you feel like you can't stand on your own 2 feet. And that is something that has got to end, because yes, you can. Do not allow this dependency to lead you to take an action that you would not normally make. One that's based on old patterns, some self-sabotaging behavior there, Cancer. And the 8 of Wands is coming out here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So going from the 6 to the 8. So this is, upright. So this is suggesting to me that, there's speed and velocity coming in with this, and that's why it's making this victory a little bit harder to attain, I feel like, for some of you, because again, this is, a sticky energy here if it's influencing too much of this velocity. So I feel like, you want to move, but you're 1 foot stuck in the mud, I feel like, for some of you, and I know that's exactly how you feel, and you're kind of locked your car's keys in the car, and I feel like it's always one thing actually prevents you, and you feel like those are signs from the divine trying to say, okay, maybe you shouldn't be leaving. I don't think that's the way it's panning out for you. I think it's just a little bit of, being so frustrated in the moment that you're not thinking clearly about, and these things are happening. I wouldn't attain them too much to them being divine signs that you're not supposed to be walking away. I feel like this is some sort of energy where there's some sort of, you need that balanced momentum in your compulsion here. I feel like it's time to go, it's time to get up and start to see that this energy is flowing and is happening quickly here for you. You got the Justice card, Libra energy. This is at the truth that is at the root of the reading, influencing you right now, because that's what you're seeking. You need truth in this matter, and until you find a way to create that truth or get that truth, I feel like that resistance is always going to be happening. Existing relationships can improve dramatically here, but I feel like this is an energy where making improvement, within a balance is going to have to be reached, creating mutual understanding and acceptance here. That's the only true way to a great relationship. You need to speak the truth and be fair with, with what you're saying. You are correct in your ability to detect honesty or dishonesty in both yourself and others, but pay attention to it. Don't ignore those signs, whether it's yourself or someone else. I feel like both parties got to have that equal give and take, and that's, been a strong need from you, and you're trusting the bond of this true love relationship. I feel like this is a good time to put things in writing, such as a prenuptial agreement if you guys are about to get hitched. But otherwise, I feel like this is symbolizing peace at the, and all the good and sweet things that life have to offer. I feel like this is an improving environment for you. A fair and positive energy, coming in with the Knight of Cups here, so that's Pisces energy. So I feel like that's that Don Juan charming energy, but it doesn't have a lot of longevity coming in. This is somebody that kind of comes in to teach you a quick lesson in love for some of you, and I feel like you're not so prepared for that at this time. It's a classic romantic energy, so maybe could be you as well, Cancer, but this is what, the balance that you're trying to create here for some of you. But this is a graceful movement in this relationship. This is intuitive, totally in touch with their emotions at this time. Could be you as well. But I feel like you know what you want here, Cancer, and you have no problem wearing, your heart on your sleeve to get it. This is someone that could also just be with the idea of love. Not so much in love, but with the idea of love here, Cancer. So be careful with that. If you're wanting to be swept off your feet, yes, beautiful, positive energy, but don't expect longevity to come along with this energy. I feel like if you do believe in this type of true love, well, you're going to get it. But again, this is something that might not stick around, so don't be prepared for that. And to be in touch with your emotions as well. The Prince of Roses coming in, the mover, the shaker, the getting on. This is another action card. So I feel like this is at the, root of your reading. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. But this Prince of Roses suggests to me that there's definitely some sort of plan in terms of going forward, in terms of movement. Don't be shy or ashamed of who you are and where you've come from. Be proud of yourself and the reputation that you have here. Be the pioneer in the choices that you make and be that original person, right? This is that green light card here coming in for you. And I feel like that is beautiful at the root of the energy. This is someone that's going to bring a fresh and new energy to your life, a fresh and new perspective in terms of life and love, my dears. The Two of Wands, but you're going to get stuck in your head some more. You're going to be reflecting. This is all about choices and coming to that crossroads here, Cancer. But I want to say, don't be resistant too much to that energy. You could get stuck in there and for too long and miss out on an opportunity. This is the fear of taking the plunge, that step, being stuck in your past and reliving it over and over and over. Take that deep breath and breathe. The only way, to take strides towards your goal is to make your move. Just do it. Get out there and do it. So I feel like non-action is not going to get you there, and it's just going to keep you having more resentment or of a missed opportunity. So you don't want to be stuck in that stagnant energy. So you're going to, at some point, you're going to have to just take that leap of faith, I feel like. Now, in the recent past, you have the Six of Shells, which is all about the past, coming back, This is, it's reminiscing of the past here. Now, I feel like it's positive energy. You could be bringing those energies back in to heal them. But for most of all, I want to say that it is fine to reminisce in the past, but leave it there. It's got a temporary, reflective time for joy and to grab the things that you want from the past, the memories that are serving you. But whatever is not for your highest good, including people and places, they need to stay there, my dears. And the Hangman, the past is putting you into a moment of perspective, a moment of sit back, reflect, and before you move still, you're stuck. And I feel like until you start to see that, the past has to stay where it is, you can't keep trying to bring parts of the past into the new parts of your future. It just doesn't work that way. You're surrendering to the will of just understanding that, right? This is a Pisces energy for me, but this is that intentional pause of reflection here. This is a completely different perspective than what you had gotten previously. You need to open up yourself to this bigger plan. Know that your path, your dreams, everything that looks unfamiliar, but it will start to relinquish. And once you start to relinquish that need to direct the outcome here, Cancer, I feel like the universe already knows which life-altering lessons they're going to give you and which are the best for your happiness. So, I feel like your higher self has so much wisdom to impart on you right now. So I feel like you have to open up your energy to the divine, and you're going to start to see these energies in terms of perspective. We've got the King of Gems, the realist coming in, and that's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn coming in. But this is in reverse. This is not being real with your own thoughts, your logical part of your brain that says, hey, pay attention to me. There's something that isn't quite right. And again, those red flags that I feel like for some of you, you've been resisting. So I feel like this is somebody that's going to help you reflect on that attitude you have towards the qualities of the person that you want. I feel like you may find true love when maybe you study the ultimate truth of the situation. I feel like you're going to find that charismatic partner who loves you just as you are. He or she may love it, everyone. I feel like they're not interested in settling down. You're going to find this one person and they're not going to want to settle down. I feel like it's going to just throw you up another roadblock here. But I feel like this is an energy where true love relationships can be, but you're going to grow anonymous outright disdain for them at some point here, because you're just going to think it's got too much effort and people just want to waste your time. That's not true with everybody. So don't stay in that energy. You have that Ace of Wands here in reverse, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You're trying to manifest your greatest desires with the Ace of Wands. It does represent new beginnings for me. So I want to say that you're feeling uninspired. There's that block going forward. This is in the future. So I feel like this is it creates a spark of a new idea, but you're resistant to that idea at this time. I feel like you're compelled to put something completely new into the world, and it does feel good, but right now this is only the inception of something new. You're going to have to take the steps to make it true. You can see that you're kind of putting your seed here for the future, and now you have to start to water that so that it can become your abundance. There you have it. The Empress coming out. So they're going to start to water this. This is creativity. This is nurturing that. It could be actually giving birth. But for some of you, I feel like this is nurturing your heart back to the place it was meant to be, to the place that it's been resistant to be. So you're going to start to nurture your mind and release those blocks that have been impacting you for so long. The Emperor, look at that. The Empress and the Emperor right out together. Power couple, this is what this is suggesting. That balance here, that yin and yang energy is very powerful at the overall energy of the reading. So I feel like, wow. This could also be saying you're partnered up with an Aries. But I feel like more than anything, this is that strong, create that partnership that can balance each other up quite beautifully here. The World, completion right after that. That's in your environment. So the endings mark new endings and new beginnings, the completion of this cycle. So I feel like this true love is going to come to a positive closure in what was at first starting to be like a never-ending nightmare relationship, but that's not true. You guys are going to put, or have been putting in the work, I feel like, for whoever I'm reading to, and you're going to have a beautiful conclusion with the Ace of Cups. It's like new love is coming in, but it's new love that's found within this old relationship or this existing relationship. This is something where you have inspired, you've learned how to trust, you've learned how to rebuild, you've really put in the work to rekindling something that may have felt like it was gone at some point, but from, whatever energy, I feel like this is beautiful stuff. The King of Wings here, this is that, professional energy. This is the hopes and fears. Don't let don't get up in your head and start thinking about all the analytical reasons or the shoulds or the coulds or the why that this could go wrong, because that's what the fear is. One of you are going to be fearing that someone else is going to be impacting the way you proceed with this. Don't. Just embrace the healing and let it happen, my dears. The Seven of Cups. Don't let indecision become your decision here. Cancer, you have to get out of your head. Allow this possibility, allow this healing to fully come full circle, because I do feel like it has a true powerful relationship, a power couple here beyond everything else. The Fool, that take that leap of faith coming out here. So you're going to have to trust that the universe has got you at this time. They're not going to serve you up another failed chance or failed relationship. This is you believing that love is coming in. This is you achieving and taking that leap of faith, because you can and will have it once you trust the universe is here to give it to you. The Four of Swords is going to put you in a little bit of a slumber. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but it's a good slumber. This is you just taking that rest to reflect, not making that decision quite yet, because realizing everything is still going to be there when you're quite ready to get up. Your heart's kind of there in that basket with you. So I feel like you're just going to take that moment before you take that leap of faith and stop and reflect. It is good, but don't stay there too long and become too resistant, okay? Look at that. You deserve love. Yes, you do, my dears. You are lovable. Believe it. You are, and you can have it. And anything that's told you in the past that you couldn't, that is no longer a part of your life. Retreat, exactly with that Four of Swords energy. It's time to disconnect from the world. This could be you and your partner disconnecting from the world, or this could be you disconnecting to get some clarity on what you need and want in terms of love. Separation here, so time apart from your partner is on the horizon, which I feel like, or in the past, it could be already speaking to this energy where something kind of split you two up, but I feel like this is coming together because you're working full circle. I don't feel like if it was a breakup, it's not going to be, you're not going to stay broken up. I really, truly feel like that. We have, look at that, mirror, mirror, exactly what twin flame energy does. Most of us, when passing a mirror or reflective surface, will notice something we don't like about our appearance. But in mirror work, developed by Louise Hay, the opposite is ritual. It's about looking at yourself in a mirror and saying, I really deeply, truly love and accept you. Why not try sexual mirror work? Seduce your own reflection into various states of undress. Tease yourself. Tell yourself how incredible you are. Tell yourself all the things that turn you on about yourself and your sensuous energy. Show yourself how worthy you are, always were. Mean every word, and if you don't, practice until you do. I like that, because you know what? We've all got that part that makes us insecure or fearful. This is being in love truly with yourself, and that's going to open up somebody to be able to be truly in love with us as well. Wedding rings, ding ding, my friends. There could be bells in the horizon for you, but union, getting married, soul connection, eternal love, and everlasting promise being made here. So Cancer, if this is something that's going to come in for you, congratulations, my dears. And abundance, beautiful stuff here. So keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, right down to the darn T. So gratitude and bliss, and express that for your loving, peaceful energy, and you shall achieve it. We have that shadow self coming out. Yep, that's that healing of the parts of ourselves that we often are too afraid to bring out. Digging deep, embracing that shadow side. It's a powerful moment of transformation for you, because this, as you heal yourself, you're going to heal your partnerships, and that's when you're going to have and open up a new kind of love that you possibly haven't experienced before, and it's going to bring in peace with it. That's what your heart is longing for, peace and love. And we all seek that, we try to attain it, but this is you finding that harmonious balance between understanding your shadow self, healing it, letting it go, and embracing this love for you. And home is where the heart is, always protected. Don't forget that. Follow your heart, follow what makes you truly happy. You're always truly home when you're in your own heart here, Cancer. Until next time, namaste.